What they talked about was monetizing assets of the United States. Now, what are assets of the United States? Well, that's a good question. We haven't really talked about that. But here are some ideas. What do we own as a country? Well, we own a lot of gold. We own about close to $1 trillion in gold, about 900 billion. So $1 trillion in gold that is valued currently on the Treasury at about, I think it's $48 an ounce on the Treasury, or in the Fed. I think they put that down as the value. So it's completely undervalued. That's their cost basis effectively. Um, so we have gold, not enough, but that's a start. What else do we have? We have real estate. What do you mean real estate? Well, here's what we have. We have a lot of federal land. That federal land is worth something. Why don't we put the federal land in the sovereign wealth fund? And then in there, we can lease out the land, right? We're leasing out drilling rights, we're leasing out land for farming or whatever we do. Like there's a whole bunch of there's land all over the place. We showed it last week. I think it was 85% of Nevada is owned by federal government. So we've got a ton of land around the country that could go in there. People have talked about, well, what if we had TikTok, or what if we had tax credits, and we give a tax credit to a corporation, and then we get a piece of the company. I don't particularly like that. I don't want us getting involved in private business at all. I don't want. The problem is even if this government is a saint, the next government won't be. Right? Is any government you create, you have to create it with the respect of the next government. You have to assume they're going to be corrupt. Who knows who it is, but you have to assume that, because at some point, if it's not the next government or the government after, at some point, some government will be corrupt, and you basically just set them up to create a boondoggle. So I think in some ways I'm a little scared of the sovereign wealth fund. I think it's an interesting idea, but we're a debtor country, so it's kind of hard to imagine we're going to put assets in when we don't have any, when we have all this debt.